Hello and welcome to this playthrough of Factorio, where I am building a megabase on Earth. I am using a mod, Cities of Earth, focusing on the Old World Hemisphere. My goal is to reach 10,000 science per minute with a rail-based design. The resources are set to maximum size and density, and biters and pollution are turned off. The mod list is shown in the description, as well as a link to my Twitch channel, High Speed. Please come visit me there. Questions and comments are welcome. Thank you for watching. Yes, that is what train limit does. But in this case, I need to train limit between two different stations. Right? Because the problem I'm having is that only this train is getting called. Because it's closest and it's satisfying demand. Now, there's a good chance at this point in what I'm doing, it's only a couple more cycles. Yes, 2 receivers. It's only a couple more. You mean 2 unloaders over here? Well, that's not what I want to do. There's a good chance that within a couple more cycles that this starts to work all by itself without this extra technology I'm thinking of adding. Because, excuse me, what's going to happen yeah, but it's not architected to call both trains unless it's super low on content. I'm using the same architecture for most of my trains, so with small differences. So the science build right here is only going to request the second train through this combinator if the numbers in these chests get really low, which they're probably never going to get that low. So the question becomes, when this thing runs out and then this thing runs low and asks for another train, which it's going to ask for another train when it has less than 12,000. It's got 13,000 in it right now. I should have put these 2 the other way, so it didn't have to, yeah, I put these the wrong way, so that the internal stuff doesn't have to cross a left turn. Anyhow. And then this is going to say, I'm ready for another train at 2,000. Stacker does not have stops. But in watching this, it looks like I might need it to, because it's the only way this train's ever going to get out of here. That might be the source of my problem. Yeah, he won't leave. And then if it does leave, it's already because this one's full. So I definitely need a station here to tell them to get out, to get the other one out of the way. Okay, so I need to go do something. And then I can think about that extra logic later. Good thing this thing's got nuclear fuel. So we're going to put it there, and we're going to move that there. Because this isn't asking for a train yet, but it will be. And when it does, this train's still going to be here. So yeah, I've got a flaw in the design right there. But it's only existing because the purple is a dual station setup. So this is purple stacker A. Stacker. Train limit is always 1, so that when that train wants to get here, it can. Now this train is now going to have this as a destination. Weight condition is nothing. Well, I need to get that other train out of this station in case this thing turns on and says, hey, I need more. Because right now I've set up a condition where I'm only going to... Well, I need both facilities used, Gopher, because I'm counting on getting 10,000 science. If I don't have both facilities being used, then Purple Science is never going to get to 10,000 production. Yeah, that should solve it. Yeah, that's my hope, Gopher. I'm even thinking I don't know that I need that station, but it could slow down what's going on. So this one is almost, it's at 1.6K. So it's almost to the point where it's going to be ready for another train. And then the question is whether or not this is going to request another train before then. And this is at 12K, so it's about to fall down. So it's about to request another train. So, yeah, it's going to be close. Yeah, I might be overdoing it. I might not need to do this. But it's causing me a problem, so I'm going to try and solve it this way and then maybe refine it in the future. Well, the problem is getting the train out of this station so it's not in the way. Getting the train to the other station is, shutting off the station when there's not enough material. I got that. But this station is where the empty train would be sitting, and I don't want that. So this extra station stacker, the extra station in the stacker is what gets me the opportunity to get this train out of here. Yeah, I have 2 trains. Because I want the other train to leave as soon as it's necessary. Now, I could put the stackers up in here, too, but that would be another design change that starts to get kind of heavy on me. And I'm below 30 science a minute. Or 30 FPS, rather. And I'd like to be able to just let the trains figure it out themselves, but I don't trust them. They've screwed me over too many times. They end up both sitting in one stack or the other, so I'm manually controlling them. So the question, there we go. Okay, so now we're requesting a train, and it's this one. So it worked perfectly. So if I didn't add that other station, this one is not lit yet because we're not at 2K. So if I didn't have that other one, that station I just added, this train would still be sitting there in the way. That train would be on the way. It would still be on the way. But it would get to this stacker and it would sit here until this one opened up. Now, at the point where this cycles and the other train goes back to its original station, now technically, if I didn't have these dedicated to this, if they were all named the same, this train would not have come here. It would have come just to the first one, which this still had one. It could have two. And they would always go back to the same one. And that was frustrating. And again, that might have just balanced itself out with steady use. But this one, I think, is unloading now. Yep. So it might be within the margin of buffer chests that it's a moot point. But at least I'm seeing the behavior from the other one now. And then this problem goes away once both of them start getting used. And then that alternate station starts producing. Why did yellow signs drop? That's not good to see. A double light here. So I'm not producing enough plastic now? I might need a third plastic train. I need a third plastic train. But I don't have... Oh, okay, I do have double lights here. More lamp, yeah. Gopher, yeah, they don't take turns to queue in. It seems to pick the closest one all the time. The game repeatedly chooses this facility, not this one. It wouldn't choose from that train until this one was no longer functioning. Is this one already emptied out? Smoking. And this is half empty and the other one's still there. That's good. I made the right choice. Because this one still hasn't moved. Alright, now it's... Nope. Yeah, 1.9. We're hurting for rail, but we're not going to get any rail relief until this one starts moving. And then it'll focus on this, and it'll bounce back and forth, and it'll probably never actually even out. And I'll be unhappy and sad. Yeah, it's going to pick the first train at the closest available, right? Alright, we're at 2K on some of these. 6 and 4 are lagging. Well, most of them are lagging. Half of them. So the odd-numbered ones filled up before the even. What's Sig? How's it going? Besides the awful UPS. Yeah, it's a little below my goal. I was hoping to stay above 30. Well, I mean, we have science. We're sciencing. Purple science is the challenge. I don't know why some of these things drop, but then again, they stay above 10K, so... I'm hitting my goals, except for purple science, which is being a little... And, you know, it's been 45 minutes, so... You can see here it's been 20 minutes of everything except purple. I tried same station names, and they always went to the same station. Maybe I didn't let it run long enough. Holy crap, I'm out of water. I mean, imagine if I did this. Imagine if I took and put this next to itself, right? So that they were right next to each other. Of course, first of all, I'd have a ton of rail traffic coming in here causing traffic jams. Because these rails are dedicated to come to this train thing. Whatever this thing says. I don't know. So it was 60 FPS UPS when I started, and it has gradually gone down. I don't know that it matters, does it, Witzig? I mean, I have to go by what the game says. Oh, we're missing some stuff here. This one never got finished. Holy crap. All right, one key's working. Yo, hi Airbus. How's your time off treating you? I saw the Uber and Lyft drivers went on strike, so they're your. I guess that means your alternate income idea isn't going to work out so well for you. Come on, that was funny. I thought you'd like that. I want to do this here. Well, smoking it can't be effective by definition of contract work. I don't think what Airbus did was what I would call fun. Yeah, I mean, the thing of it is that people who are working for those companies, the 1099 is part of the appeal. If you're joining a company as a contract employee wanting a full-time position, you're knocking on the wrong door. And I'm not a fan of the way Uber and Lyft treat their employees or contractors. I don't like the way they play them against each other and always go for bottom dollar, trying to maximize the return on investment. Well, not in California Airbus because they changed the laws, but I can see there's an argument to be made about, the business model relying on them all being contractors when, they're consistent and reliable, and that's a bit abusive. But there's nothing saying they couldn't have gone with a business model that says we'll have contractors and employees and we won't treat them any different. Or maybe we will, because maybe the contractors are supplemental. The surge employees. I think that's a good business model too. It depends on where you are as to who defines who's a contractor and who's not. You can have an employee that has to bring their own equipment, so it's not their own equipment, it's the business decision. Well, to a certain extent, yes, but you can structure your business so that they're employees that bring their own equipment and set their own hours. But what I'm arguing for is that what I think Uber and Lyft should have done was said, if you want to be an employee, you have to commit to these hours and follow these rules. If you don't want to commit to hours and you want a more flexible schedule, then be a contractor and we'll work you into our schedule as we need you. That's the point I'm trying to make. It's hard to spin around with this. Oh, you guys are just going to make a mess. I'll let you go ahead and make a mess, and then I'll have this thing here to clean it up. You're going to complain quite a bit in the near future. Yeah, you're already out of power trying to come in here and pick this up. You're going to be... Yeah, whatever. Eventually, you're not going to be able to pick that up, and that's where these guys are going to come in. Or this robo thing. You'll run out of power, and you'll go home. And then that will go away. Nope, not removing the trees. So this is going to be annoyingly beeping in the corner for a little while, but... I should have done this cleanup before and just put up with it. Alright, let's check on this. Let's get rid of that. Well, that's not really good to see, I guess. So we're back to this one, and it's actually working, and the rail is unloading. And this rail train is actually going, which means it's feeding this thing, which means that this is now functioning at better spec. There we go. There we go, baby. Gopher, we did it. It's going to fall down again. Just had a really long buffer. This is 1 hour. We started it 55 minutes ago, 54 minutes ago. So it took 55 minutes for that station to fully unbuffer. For this to run through enough resources that the other one started getting used. I'm seriously thinking about doing something really god-awful, which is putting a second loader right here. I'm going to take a quick break and then I'm going to go do that. BRB. Don't touch that. What do you mean F? There's no disconnect. Oh, are we learning to do the English alphabet? Is that what's going on? Hi, kitty cat. Oh, big stretch. All right, so we're going to take the train that builds outposts, train stations. I've got all the stuff I need. I need lamps. And chests. And inserters. You don't have one of the important things that I need you to have. Yes, Ghostbusters. You sure? Liar, liar, pants on fire. I will be skipping the end of this song because it gets so tedious. What am I looking for? Chests. Well, lots of people are afraid of things that aren't real, and it causes them significant emotional and physical damage. Two and a half years. Yeah, I think that's about right. Two and 3/4, 1 1/8, 1 7/8, something like that. Yeah. All right, so I'm going to do something weird here that I probably shouldn't do. I'm tempted to walk in between there, but I don't think I have a shield. No, I don't have a shield. All right, that's the end of this song. So, what I'm going to do here is put down another station, because this station is serving as both A and B. And the trains, there's an A and a B. And I am going to dedicate this to A and that to B. And these are, this is A and that's B. And this song's audio level is so low that you can't hear it. So we're going to skip it. I mentioned it earlier, but for those who use blueprints, I have begun to I brought the blueprints into my editor. And so in my early morning hours before learning and work searching, I am updating the blueprints, and I'm going to standardize them and publish them. I will probably convert to 484s from this abhorrent 383 that I have no freaking clue as to why I did this. I just... Welcome! Welcome. If I put it here... Oh, I didn't bring any rails. God, where am I going to get rails from? Jeez, I got to bring a train in so I can get some rails now. God, this thing is such a pain in the ass. Yes, I know. Hello, pony. Why would there be trains that have this station? How is that possible? You're the AB loader. Ew. This is stupid. Have you considered bot unloading? It seems like it would save some space. Bots take up too much UPS. Last time I tried bots, they crushed it. I couldn't play the game. So, if I change this... and then I put this here, and then I do that, and then I go underneath here, which is the design I was playing with in the blueprint mode. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I love that song. I love her voice. All right. Ah, that was part of the crucial thing, is that I need to do this. Because then I don't need that. Yes. Suck it, Trebek. I was not looking to see if I was standing on the track. Hey! Waking up for some evening play? You're a good cat. Oh, I didn't bring any signals. Ah. Oh, you're not far. You should have this. So that has to be there. That has to be there. Red Wraith. Sure we meet again, Trebek. That's the wrong place. This is the exit. This is the entrance. Alright, so I've got a little bit of other stuff. Oh, now, yes, I watch a lot of Fnurb. He's entertaining. But, I mean, I've been saying shuck it, Trebek, for quite a while now, so... Because really, Trebek can suck it. Oh, this 30 FPS is rough. Let me tell you, this is rough. Oh, boy. And I wouldn't have thought of this build, except for Mango pointed out that I had a double splitter right there. And then I started thinking, you know, how could I optimize this? And then I realized that I took out the wrong splitter. And if I did it this way, I could get a double loading station in this. Now, it's not going to be optimally fast because it's going to split it, right? But I need them to be... I need them to stop blocking each other, which is what they've been doing. And now they will stop blocking each other. Alright, so you are going to the A loader and the A unloader. Perfect. You need to be going to the B instead of the A. Now, it's not full yet, so you can't come here, but you will. You've never heard me say shuck it, Trebek. Yeah, I forgot to show Africa in response to the song request. There you go. There's Africa. Yeah, I've said that a time or two. Now, the question is, should I put this secondary station again in order to be able to get this out of the way? So that both of these unloaders are available because there's multiple trains. And I think the answer is yes. Yes, I shall. This purple science has just turned into a serious goat rodeo. And clusterfuck. Just so we're clear. It's a goat rodeo with a clusterfuck. Not one or the other, it's both. It's interesting it didn't zigzag there. That's interesting because that line usually goes that. That's a different line than I'm used to seeing. Maybe I'm just hallucinating, but I'm used to seeing this more jaggy. I'm not used to seeing it cut the edge like that. Because it was a serious UPS problem to put, like when we do diagonals. And maybe I'll check here. I don't have a train coming here right now, but okay, you see how that's a sharp angle? Okay, so it's the curves are okay. They've smoothed it on the curves, but you see an angled track like that, it goes dit. So if I were to manually back this up and then let it go, you see that that stair step. Okay, that makes sense. All right, so there's a train on the way. Unfortunately, this is going to cause the others. Damn it! I don't know if this was a good idea. See, because now this train is this A is going to get more rails and it's going to get more business and it's not going to throttle. Damn it! This might not have been a good idea. So you're A, and so you're going to come here after you unload. And you're B, so you're going to come here after you unload. And that will get you out. And this will never get to the point where it needs to, but I'm going to disable these others. I'll do the same thing to this as I did to that. That way it never requests a second train. Red Wraith, the beacon builds don't take that much space compared to what the non-beacon builds would take. Would be fun to compress that. Oh, this is ready. It worked. I don't know, that's what the warehouse mod is for. If you want to take up less surface space, then just use the warehouse mod. It's a good one. Not the warehouse mod, I meant Factorissimo, which to me is the warehouse mod, but Factorissimo abstracts everything out, which I don't particularly care for, but I understand its value. Yeah, they kind of cleaned themselves up there, didn't they? Yeah, Red Race, that's 100% true. It's just that in my brain, I look at how the warehouse mod works, or I look at the way Factorissimo works, and I think that's warehouse. And then I will look into building this here. Once that's gone, four, five, six.